Hey, follow me. This is so cool. It's Art Hop. It's coming back. It's one of the best events in the south end of Burlington. And today on Across the Fence, we've got some incredible experts to give us the 411 on all the inside information. How do you navigate 3 days, 1.5 miles, more than 125 studios? They are going to tell us how to do it. So let's go talk Art Hop. Hello, Vermont. Well, obviously my enthusiasm for Art Hop knows no bounds. It's a big weekend, one of the highlights of the Burlington late summer calendar, and I am super excited to welcome my guest today to help us all get ready. Christy Mitchell is the Executive Director of the South End Arts and Business Association, or SEBA. They're the folks you have to thank for Art Hop. And Savannah Thibault-Sherry is this year's Art Hop Curator. Christy and Savannah, yay! Thank you for joining me. I'm so glad to have you guys here today, and I'm so excited to talk about Art Hop. Yeah. So, first of all, let's set the stage for anyone who doesn't know about Art Hop. Why is it a hop? Is it a hop? What are we doing? What's happening? What is it?
Sure. So the South End Art Hop has been taking place since 1992.
1992, okay.
Yeah, so we're in our 33rd year. It's very exciting. The idea came about in the Arts District because they wanted a way to represent the local artists of the community, and it's actually started in a little train car outside of the Maltex building. Okay. And then it grew, obviously, over the years to 125 locations. So the idea of the hop is it's a choose-your-own-adventure weekend. So you're hopping around. There's no necessarily specific set schedule.
Yes, yes. Yeah. Well, there is a program.
Yes.
Because it's running Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
That's correct, yes.
Kicks off on Friday night.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about the program. What's going on?
So in the program, you can see a full listing of everyone that will be participating, but then there's sections that highlight other ways that you can participate. So on Friday night, there's a street closure.
Yes. One of the best parts of Art Hop, yes, because Pine Street, that's kind of a main thoroughfare in South Burlington, and you get to walk on it.
Yes. Yeah. So it takes a lot to close a street, especially Pine Street. So the South End Arts District from Kilburn to Howard will be closed.
How many blocks is that?
It's about 5.
Okay.
And those 2 streets will be open. So Howard and Kilburn, you can still go up. There'll be flaggers that'll help you detour to St. Paul Street. Okay. But yeah, the street closure is fun because you can then pedestrian only, you know, have a good time. We'll also be doing the Strut Fashion Show in the middle of that street closure. We were going to do it in the actual streets, but now we have access to the old Arts Riot space, so we'll be taking over that for the weekend.
Yes, yes, and that's really what this feels like. It feels like a South End takeover. Yes. You know, it's your opportunity to go into all of the buildings that you've been looking at, that you've wondered about, to get to go climb the staircases, find all the nooks and crannies, see all the amazing art. I mean, it's really kind of an astounding event.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so everything for sale, what else is happening? Because some of this is also, it's about appreciating the work of all of these largely Vermont artists, often Vermont or Burlington artists, but also it's an art sale, yeah?
Yeah, what would you say?
Yeah, we have all the art on our website for sale.
Is that new this year, or is that always the case?
We started it in 2020 as a way for people to shop safely from home during the pandemic, and it's blossomed really well.
So all the artwork is there. Is it up, like, when does it start to be up? Does it go up the night of the event? Does it start on Friday? When can people start to take a look?
Yeah, so we've been starting the last couple weeks putting art up in all the buildings that we curate, and then we are planning on having it go live on the website by Monday. But kind of the big event and opening for all the buildings is Art Hop Weekend.
Art Hop Weekend, Friday night. Yeah. Okay, and so that's a good point. So you talked about all the buildings that you curate. There's 125 or more studios open. That's including the SEBA exhibitions. Tell us about the SEBA exhibitions.
Yeah, so we have quite a few buildings this year that we curate. On Pine Street, we have the Maltex building, which is a great old historic building. Down the street, we have a huge building, the Innovation Center. All 3 floors we're filling with art this year. and we'll have a shuttle that brings people down there.
Oh, good. So 1.5
Yeah.
miles, but you can also take the shuttle.
Mhm.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Keep going.
And then we also have the old Arts Riot building. We're going to be doing a show there. A couple banks in the area.
Yeah, the vaults.
The
Yeah.
vaults building. We'll have the juried show, as well as an abstract show.
Okay.
Am I forgetting any?
Speeder and Earls.
Speeder and Earls,
Yeah.
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 Alchemy jewelry. Yeah.
This is great because this actually gives people the sense
Yeah.
of how sprawling this is.
Yeah.
There are so many spaces. And I heard a number related to how many pieces of art, for example, you, Savannah, will have hung by the time the show
Yeah.
opens. What's the number?
Probably close to 600 to 700. We're
is
not quite
crazy.
sure the exact number.
600 to 700 pieces
Yeah.
of art. Okay, I got a teeny tiny taste, and our audience got a teeny tiny taste just when I was standing in that office.
Yeah.
As the art was coming in, and how do you hang 600 to 700 pieces?
I do have some helpers that are great, but I just kind of get in the zone once I meet all the artists and they bring the pieces in.
Okay.
And then get to spread them out and see everything and
Yeah.
just go
So
to town.
is that a part of the puzzle? Is that your piece of the puzzle? Is also deciding the blend and which pieces are going where? How does that go?
Yeah, it's really fun. That's probably one of my favorite parts, getting to see all the art out and kind of deciding where it goes, see what looks nice together,
Right.
and kind of,
And you both have an artist eye because you are both yourselves artists.
yeah, yeah,
Showing this year.
yeah, yeah.
You're both showing this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay.
Once we found out we had that Arts Riot space, and there was
Uh-huh.
these beautiful walls there as well, we figured, well, I can't do another call of art. Why don't we do a staff show and really highlight that a lot of our team are artists?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Staff show, is that open to the public? Or?
Yes, just for that Art Hop weekend.
Okay,
Yeah.
and I've also
And
heard
online.
that there is a secret show this year. Can you unsecret it and tell us all the details?
Yes, we have a secret show. What's really fun about the Art Hop, my favorite thing is going through these cavernous buildings and finding these little spaces.
Yeah.
There's going to be studios open that I don't always even get to go into. So this building, this secret show, is in the Howard Space Building, which
Okay.
is the big red building on the corner of Howard and Pine.
Okay.
And you'll see the lamp shops there, and then Sterling Hardwoods, and then Speeder and Earls. If you go right in that alleyway and hang a right,
Okay.
you'll see a loading dock, and then you'll go down the loading dock in through like a little corner door, and then there's like kind of this long basement hallway where we're filling with art.
Love it.
We're calling it the Garden of Curiosities.
Ooh, the
Yeah.
Garden of Curiosity. This is amazing. Well, and is that, okay, so there's usually a theme to
Yeah.
the show. So do these themes impact what we're going to see? The Garden of Curiosity, does it change the artwork? And then what's the theme for this year's show?
So one thing that I started a few years ago was picking a historic art movement as a theme for our design assets to change up the logo every year. And this last year, instead of me picking, I put it out to the public. I did a survey, and artists selected abstract expressionism. So we did a call for art for abstract work. So there is a themed show in the Vaults building on the top floor called Abstraction. It's really fun, which you saw a piece of. And then the Garden of Curiosities is also a themed show where it's, kind of like dank and dark,
I love it.
monsters
Yes.
and
Ooh, very
lots
exciting.
of
Perfect time of year.
Yeah, it's gonna be really fun. But then the rest of the exhibits are not themed. It's really just artists representing themselves and their favorite 5 pieces that they wanted us to show.
And such an incredible opportunity for us to be able to see
Yeah.
so many artists. When we say 125 studios, that's not even close to the number of artists, I believe, who are participating in
Yeah.
the show. So this takes strategy. What is your, Savannah, what's your Art Hop strategy? I feel like everyone has a strategy for how to get it all in, because there's also food trucks and music and socializing. What's your strategy?
Yeah, I feel like just having some good organization in like Google Drive.
Okay.
For her personally?
Yeah.
This is so you organize your approach to Art Hop by doing a Google Drive of the things you want to see.
No, this is her working
Oh, you're
style.
working.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So
If you were a
how do
visitor, how
navigate
would
the show?
you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've gone to Art Hop for a lot of my life, and I feel like just looking at the like directory of things to do.
Anything that you particularly always like to see? The juried show, is that high on your list?
The juried show I always really like to see because that we had a juror that like picked those pieces, so it's kind of cool to see what they really were drawn to.
Christy, how about you? What's your strategy?
So this is my 22nd art hop as an artist or business owner or director, and I've seen every year is a different vibe. The general consensus is that Friday's the kind of party night.
Because the street closure,
you're out and about, there's
yes,
music, DJs, late night things.
Is that also the night of the fashion show this year?
Yes.
And the fashion show's coming back. It's been a minute.
Yes.
Yes. And who's in the, like, what are we seeing in the fashion show?
So there's 8 designers with 5 models each. So we'll be taking over the interior space and the stage, but then also going out onto the porch. And so you'll be able to purchase a ticket at cb.com/strut, but then you could also be walking by
and get to still see
it.
The show.
We have an opener called Hat Bop from Play Intention, which is the Davis Studio program, and so general public have been making these fantastical hats, and they'll be walking the stage first, and then our models, and then we have just some amazing MCs and DJs, and it'll be just like a really fun kickoff.
Yes, it is always one of my all-time favorite nights of the event. You get to see everybody that you know. There's so much, like I said, a chance to see all of these artists. It's really, really fantastic. I'm so looking forward to it this year. I would give a shout out too to our friends at 7 Days. They do a really great guide to Art Hop 2, including a map, so everything that you need to know in order to navigate all those locations, timings of things. Yeah. Kids events too?
Yes, so we have a few sections that will help you cater your weekend. So there's a happening section. So that is those little events. Like, okay, I do want to make sure I go see the fortune-telling flamingo or whatever.
Fortune-telling flamingo. Okay, say no more. Fortune-telling flamingo. I think that sounds amazing.
But then Kids Hop is on Saturday, so 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Any sites that have kids activities are listed there, and then the farmers market is our location for pop-up tents for families, and then they are doing 10 to 15 kids vendors.
Amazing. So yes, lots to take in. Art Hop starts this Friday and runs Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. For all the details, check out the Art Hop website. Info is there on the screen. Christy and Savannah, thank you so much for joining me. This has been an absolute blast, and best of luck. I'm going to be looking for all of you this weekend. I hope I see you there too, Vermont. As always, thank you for learning and exploring with me today, and thanks to the team that makes our program possible. I'm Amy Finley. This is Across the Fence. Come back and let's learn and explore again tomorrow.